you advocate a lot, and I think you just alluded to this, man, for self-assessment and provide a lot of tools, recommendations in your book for self-assessment. Why is self-assessment so important to you?
Again, man, because if you don't take the time to self-assess and be honest, in my opinion, you're
Yeah.
missing the mark,
Yeah.
right? Because it's like, it's like a rocket taking off and being 1 or 2 degrees off. You can be just 1 or 2 degrees off, and 10 years from now, you are a long way off from your destination, from where you thought you would be.
Yeah.
Because you kept getting up every day and allowing just that 1 or 2% of a degree that you thought you were hiding and burying and that nobody would notice. That 1 or 2% over 10 years, 20 years, you look up and go, man, I'm nowhere near where I thought I would be. Right. And so it's important for us to really self-assess. Most people don't have the courage to self-assess. But if you're courageous enough to do it, you can self-assess with the intent of deliberately addressing and countering areas of opportunity and growth, right? And so for me, self-assessment is important because I want to grow. I want to get to the next level.
Absolutely.
And I recognize I'm human, that I'm flawed like crazy, and that the only way to really overcome my natural flaws, and I say overcome, some of them live with me, like I walk with a limp for my entire life. But the way I can essentially calibrate those flaws is, man, just being honest. Like, again, every day I wake up, I deal with the reality that my dad wasn't in my life and that my mom and I had a difficult relationship because of the fact that they were teenagers. They were 16 and both of them came from poverty and their parents weren't in their lives like that. So that's just a reality. So, Anthony, always be in touch with that reality, that it doesn't take a lot to pull you back into that childhood trauma if you're not in touch with it.
Yes.
If you're in touch with it, you can recognize it and you can navigate it. But if you try to bury it, it can creep up on you just like that. And you'll be making decisions and not even realizing why you're making these bad decisions.
Yeah. That's good, man. That's good. I wanna kind of start, coming to close, and I got two questions, man, that really I think are going to be instructive for people. You quote, "You have to be narrow because if you try to be all things to all people," which Lord knows, for those of us who are believers, we think about Paul. I became all things to all people, but not marketing. Okay, you have to be all things to all people. You'll end up being nothing to no one. There are ways around this issue, but you have to carve out a niche for your concept, organization, or business. End quote. And I'm thinking that you've experienced a lot of cases where this wasn't true for you to put it in the book. And so, man, say a couple things about observations, what you've observed, and why this principle is so important, man. Being, niche oriented in how you approach, promoting and selling your business.
Yeah. So one of the single greatest, I would say it's in the top 3 when I work with clients. It's in the top 3 challenges of getting people to focus, because the world around us promotes, you want to be gifted at everything, right? You want to be, I can do this and I can do this and I can do this and I can do this. And in reality, you and I both know, masters, like, I don't want, I want my surgeon to be the best surgeon, the most focused, lasered out surgeon that you can possibly imagine, right?
Yes.
If you're doing brain surgery on me, I want to make sure that you are a master and that you have focused in on knowing the brain and precision of hands in a way that nobody else around me does, right? And so in reality, if you think about it, it's masters become masters because they're deliberately focused and they practice lasering in. Now, here's the irony. If LeBron James, who mastered basketball, said he was coming to your city and hosting a public forum on financial literacy, it would be sold out. Everybody should. He would sell out the venue because he was a master at basketball. Now people will listen to him about anything.
That's right.
Right. And so the irony, right, is once you cut through the noise and become a master of something, all of a sudden people will honor you can have conversations on things that maybe you're not even a master at, but people trust you because you have mastered something.
That's right.
And I have seen that formula work over and over. When you become a master of something, oddly enough, it gives you the permission, if you will. The world around you gives you permission to then open up yourself to other marketable opportunities.
Yeah.